All right, so here we are. The house is quiet. Kind of crazy because we have 4 kids and it's always pretty loud, rambunctious, and things are always happening. It just made me think of a few things. Maybe reflect and go, man, sometimes all we wish for is, man, I just want some peace and quiet. Man, I just want to, all those kind of things. But at the end of the day, is life about peace and quiet, or is a life about a journey together with those you love? My wife and 4 kids flew to Ontario last week. The house is quiet for the first time in a long time. And I just wanted to share some things. Here's what the quiet reveals. When you really start to notice things when you're in your family, is there you go, the things that annoy me are actually things you miss. Like loud noises, or being able to do things and serve and help your family, or just being able to see those little moments on a daily basis when your kids say things or they do things, or just being able to create those memories and experiences. And I think what you realize is sometimes, isn't it true that we take these things for granted? The sounds that are missing, the specific ones, maybe Liberty's laugh, Ollie's just creativity, Theo's desire just to love to share things that he's learning, Elliot just want to go out and play a sport, or maybe even just the kids, like the boys fighting over something stupid. But what that quiet does to help you re-solidify is your purpose. You go, there's more to life than just me. Life is about serving others, and life's the greatest when we're in the service of others. And so when I look at this season and what it's for, it's like, it allows Julie and the kids to go out and enjoy some fun time. I'm able to get some things done in our businesses and be able to make some progress so that Julie can kind of take her foot off the gas and to be able to focus more on creating memories and experiences with the kids. I'll do some work with our real estate business, and I'll do some work with our online e-commerce business, and then get some things done around the house that just don't normally get done. And I'm not saying because I don't want to be there. I absolutely do. But I had a good strong person in my inner circle that challenged me. I was going to stay back and work all summer and let Julie and the kids head out there. But he said, you know what, you're going to miss out on memories and experiences. You only have 18 summers to create milestones, memories, and experiences that will be locked in childhood memories that they'll never forget. You never know what those moments are. And so I want to challenge you to get all the work you need to get done of what the things that you would have taken you 6 weeks, do it in 3. And at first I was kind of like, man, that's crazy. But then I was like, you know what? Let's lose in a little sleep. Let's work a little harder. Let's maybe using some better systems. How could I do it? How is this possible? It's so easy to go, this is impossible. Well, you break down the word of impossible and it's like, I am possible. And so you just got to reflect and go, how can I make this possible? Because the reality is, I'm staying here just to build something so that when we get back together, we can enjoy those moments together, and we don't have to be working on our businesses so much, but we can enjoy and create those memories for those 3 weeks. And so sometimes I think what I'm learning anyways, as the man in the relationship, you sacrifice more so that your kids and your wife have it better. And I'm always wondering, it's like, hey, what are you doing to be able to sacrifice and serve your family more? I want to encourage you to step up. I want to challenge you, just like I was challenged by someone in my inner circle, to step up. I believe, in my opinion, that the man is meant to carry that extra burden and do the extra things and do the heavy lifting because your wife isn't meant to, your kids aren't meant to. And so, when I reflect and I look at that, I just think, man, what it costs to be the provider and be present as a dad at the same time is sacrifice. And there's so many things that I wish people had told me at 25 about this season of life, was that if you want the great life, you have to be willing to be more selfless. If you want the great life, you got to be willing to put others' needs before yourself. If you want the great life, hey, be okay with losing a little sleep, working a little bit harder for a season, but then also making sure you're making those times a priority to create memories and experiences with your family and your loved ones. You can't get those memories back. There's no dress rehearsal. I think it's so easy to reflect and go, yeah, I'll just, next year I'll have more time. And then the next year comes and guess what? You don't have any more time. You probably have less time. And isn't it true that it can be so easy to busy ourselves with just doing busy work? But is it really moving the needle in the areas that matter? If I look at what really matters to us and our values and our priorities, it's our faith in God, our marriage, our kids, and empowering and strengthening them and training them in the way they should go. When it says, the book I read, it talks about your kids are like an arrow in your quiver. And so is that just meant that we're there to launch them into the world? Yeah, I think maybe that's part of it, but I think also that there's a part that's equipping them. You're giving them the skill sets so that they go out into the world. But how do you do that? You have to set a target. What are they hitting? What's the target they're looking to hit? And if you don't identify those targets and share with them, hey, these are the things that we're going to help you develop a skill so you know what you're working towards for the purpose of hitting the target of becoming an adult that has great core values, is capable, is responsible in all areas of their life, and their values and their relationships and their finances and everything that they do. And I think those are key things that I wish somebody, when I was 25, had to share with me. It's like, hey, here's a playbook of how to do those things. And I'm so grateful that I have 2 or 3 men in my life in my inner circle that have already been down the path and have created a playbook so that I don't have the guessing of like, hey, what does that look like to paint a target and then equip your kids to hit the target and do it better than you did. And isn't that what we all want as parents? To be able to empower our kids to go further, do better, be stronger, be better, impact more people, help more people, add more value, and learn to be a giver and always think through the eyes of value creation rather than a taker. I find a lot of times when I reflect on who I became based on my environment and being raised, it was so easy for me, and I didn't even think that was the case, but be more of a taker, more selfish, to be more of a people pleaser rather than standing strong on what I believe. And I'm so grateful that I have men in my life that challenge me to go, hey John, you need to stand strong and be convicted and bold about who you are and where you're going. You don't have to please anybody but God and your wife and that's it. And you're not going to always please your kids. That's not part of being a parent. That's not your goal. Your goal is to parent them and to equip them to help hit the targets that make them a great human being and to build a legacy that outlives you within the people of who they are and the difference they make as your kids. And so when I look at those different things, I just think, man, isn't it amazing to have key relationships in your life that elevate you and challenge you to build that kind of legacy? And my question to you is, do you have people like that in your life? And if you don't, find them. Do whatever it takes to find them so you can paint a target for your kids and you can raise them up and train them in the way they should go. And so, as I look towards the rest of the summer, I'm excited about some things to come in a couple weeks, and to be able to show up for the family, just be all in, present, in less than 2 weeks here, and to be able to join them at the lake, and just create some amazing memories and experiences. And I think some things that I want the boys to know about why I stayed. It's so that they can create amazing memories and experiences with their grandparents and with their mom. And so that, they didn't have to think of anything else. They could just be a kid and have fun. And dad's willing to shoulder the extra responsibilities at home to provide, get some better things in place so that we start stronger in the fall as a family. And so although the house is quiet, it won't be for long. And I'm going to be ready when it isn't. And I'm excited to join the family and spend some time on the lake.